very few companies have their own archivist, and you are our chief archivist at the Godrej Group. You know, we started this master planning exercise for the trees. Our teams were looking at interesting stories of the site, and they would come back and say, hey, do you know that we manufactured Independent India's first ballot box? Hey, do you know Rabindranath Tagore endorsed our first soap? And that's when they told me about you.
So somebody from the properties and the real estate business coming to the archives was really quite exciting for us. And they were really curious to know about the space and how actually they can use these historical references in their future plan, because Godrej is actually quite synonymous with Vikhroli and Vikhroli is quite synonymous with Godrej.
Our entire approach to real estate development or any other creative work that we do is based around building strong narratives. And of course, nothing better than history for storytelling. And the Imagine Studio is a great example within the Trees Master Plan of how we were able to weave those stories in. So as you know, these were erstwhile electricity cogeneration plants. So they would take the excess energy from the soap factory and convert it back into electricity. And now the soap factory was gone, and we could have very easily dismantled these buildings. But we really liked the form of the building, we really liked the big chimney, we liked the way these two buildings sat and talked to each other. Could this be an experience center of sort, where people could come in and experience what this master plan would look and feel like if they wanted to live here? So the idea of live, learn, work, play would all be played out within this little complex. And the learn part was something that always went back to our history, went back to our legacy. So we commissioned this art installation project. We used some of the old silos. We created a small legacy park, a project you know quite well, the Cabinets of Curiosity.
They had actually planned these 3 silos, like past, present and future, and that actually resonated with what archives also believed in, that restore, reflect and reimagine. That by restoring the history and reflecting on it, you can actually reimagine the future. I was still actually wondering how they will put this 117 years history in a little silo, but they really used it very interestingly. The filing cabinets that Godrej manufactured, a cupboard that Godrej manufactured, and when you like open that cupboard, there is all the photographs that were photographed in 1970s of the whole Godrej Vikhroli campus. There are all these locks that they explored from the Chor Bazaar. Then there is a typewriter. They were also excited about the ballot box. They did a very interesting replica with it. And that's basically how, you know, the company's story actually goes parallel with even the nation's history.
We are always looking to be rooted in place and placemaking. People have grown up with the Godrej name. And one of the things that really excited me about Vikhroli was our industrial legacy. We were very clear that we wanted to preserve it, enhance it and give it soul, so that it's not like a museum or it's not like something which you've just kind of saved, but it becomes part of new life or it takes on new meaning today.